metuma me de me na meto me block me na meto me cement ntima tum upa is unlawful unless you seek the approval obenya akonya ama rent control me pacho me pese me to me dan mu na dan pese me tum no me nya so nie prof these are the factors obetime just to them organa that can be no wankasa na wo kire wadwen it is not lawful. One, for example, my maintenance room. Okay. My NCC, ama manya improvement. No improvement, and I say improve to abo wana brabum. It's a first, no we ya fix you
I go by the name Flamboyant Lifestyle. If not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. And don't forget to on your notification bell so that anytime I drop a video, you'll be the first person to watch. We are living in a country whereby government cannot provide accommodation for their citizens. And it's very mind-busting. And we call ourselves independent country. It's very, very mind-busting. A lot of things is going on in this country in which the government have to sit down very well so that they will feel look into it so that they can help the citizens in which they are in the country. How can you tell me that someone has gone very far and worked very hard, made this money to build houses, you are going to set rules for the person? It does not make sense to me. You can put in measures, control, because some people can do certain things that is mind-busting. But trying to let the person understand that if you increase your rent, you'll be caught. If you do this, it does not make sense. Put in appropriate measure that will make sense to the landlord so that they can have pity for the tenants in which they'll be renting their house. Because some tenant people, they don't respect. They think that maybe they've given the money to the landlord so they can behave any way they want. I'm going to let you watch a quick video from rent control. One of the man is trying to let us understand that if you are a tenant and you increase your rent without the notice of the tenant, you are going to be caught and all those things. This man was saying so many things in which I don't know him himself. He sat down thoroughly to understand what he's saying. So let's listen to what this man is saying.
Me na me to me block me na me to me cement ntima tum upa is unlawful unless you seek the approval obenya akonya ama rent control me pacho me pese me to me dan mu na dan pese me tum no me nya so nie prof these are the factors obetime just to them organa that can be no wankasa na wo kire wadwen it is not lawful. One, for example, my maintenance room. Okay. My NCC, ama manya improvement. No improvement, and I say improve to abo wana brabum. It's a first, no we ya fix you afide. Me ba na hantesa, but manya impuntu brabum. Me ba na insuno eto inso to ha flade. Na roof fish it eliki. Na dosu enye adwuma. Na plumbing na hanye bi landlord ye nyina based on that no ma boy din okrom etimi ye na maboka eti rent control amomi atwe na nya assessment rent control ya assessment no mama certificate of assessment eti woni certificate of assessment a woni tumi bia so to dem organa wutimi tell out wa bu ha prof 20 years ago you see that on to cement da on to iron rods da on petit dan da. And you cement was Miss Matumi Dam and cement boy. A criminal. It's unfair. Prof, we are where say. Say all the older hand will be. And so we 8% demand buying as residential.
And also they made us understood that it's criminal for you to increase your rent. And they were saying so many things. Let's listen to this man also.
As man of 1 year. If you, the tenant, go to pay more than 2 years, you contravene the law. If the landlord collects more than that stipulated amount or duration, the landlord also commit an offense against the law. When you look at the Offences Act under the bill, what we've kept there is that the general offense will attract a penalty of 300 Ghana cedis, which is 50 penalty units to a maximum of 100 penalty units. 100 penalty units currently is 1,200. Or you'll be in prison for 3 months to 6 months. by the discretion of the magistrate can decide that I will fine and prison you at the same time. We will come out with a standardized tenancy agreement. We see a whole of different kinds of tenancy agreement, but the key issues or the ingredient that should be in a tenancy agreement we'll put before. If you want to add on, then that's fine. But there are some key features that must be in the tenancy agreement. So we'll come out with a standardized tenancy agreement. Rent is increased every 2 years. So no landlord has right to every 6 months or every year will increase rent. The second issue is that when a landlord proposes an increment to you, the tenant has right to come before the rent officer and apply for what we call an assessment. That assessment means that who will come, you are invoking us to come and look at the property and look at the amount that the landlord is charging.
So let's be very careful out there. As I said earlier on, they should put in measure that makes sense so that people can thoroughly rent houses so that they will not be fighting all those things. Because the person work very hard, the person do so many things to build his own house. You can't tell the person to do what this thing will never hold, because it will bring a lot of care to let a lot of people be homeless, because you can't force a person to give his room to someone to stay in, because the person can wait, say, oh, this is my room, I won't do it, I'll just be packing things, no one should stay into it, and it's going to affect the government. So they should sit down and think about these measures very well before it goes out of hands. Maybe you can say maybe taking 3, 4 years or 5 years that don't make sense. They should reduce it to maybe 1 year or 6 months. It makes sense. But trying to tell them that it's criminal, this and that, please, let's be serious as a country. Let's be serious. We are not joking as a country. A lot of people have come afar to achieve what they have to achieve.
This is for landlords, especially, and we are the agents to it. I think the whole nation or worldwide have to sit down and think of how difficult, how stressful it is for someone to spend his or her money, substance, finances to build a house or create a shelter for people where the nation cannot even provide. Now, it is very right that the rent control have to come out, or the government have to come out with something concerning the rental issues in Ghana. But to be very honest, looking at the toils and the stress of landlords building houses, to accommodate people. So if there is anything, look at the way people are just backing and talking without thinking of it, like landlords have killed the whole world or whole Ghanaians. Now, I'm calling upon all landlords. The landlords, we are with you. Whatever intimidation you are going through, I tell you, we want you to come together and then we will educate Ghana. If they don't know, we will educate them. Yes, we agree that we tenants or our landlords have to get a tenancy card. That's fine. Has to register the tenancy agreement. That is fine. But is that the way to go about it? I mean, tenant and landlords, please just join me and I will help you, and your voice will also be heard. This is
okay. Eti we ni nsema abetodwa. Utie enkomo a omudia landlords for bofu pa. Na uko video ni section. Ebi say me na me dan. Okay, me me mfa ma han bi. Ye becho. Wan let dan. Was dan wo mfa ma obi ntinem. Ye becho. Ma obi metina dan. Ye reset your mind.
Right control for my human say money youth in Bekasa catch almost say said the omudidi almost spending a day no omontaso baby a year juma contract staff for more obi to me order for 100 cities at the age of 25, at the age of 28, at the age of 23. Nebi a young kwa be 100 cities. Wait to Messi die. Massa, obi wo hɔ nso a ne yira wo fufu awi a wedidi anumre awie anase wedi ne benku awie no wasa kwabonte akoto nnom 45 cedis 25 cedis na fi dia won so num wi abesen akọ aba 10 times bako 5 cedis esen dia okọ 12 esen na wi a rent control brantia otototo ne nsa on my landlord for one ni abeka kire nse se wanya we arrest you we arrest who educate them we dwuma ne se wo be kirekire wo mo se ne esa se wotumi yese wo meye contract staff indeed aduane san kwase aduane awia na obi ensua nyansa enhwe ne humoja na wo mre na sabe onye ne dan na wo mama instructions say wanya sa you arrest the person onya hwe o masa a day we 10 times or this kind of bobo na bi sensa hin no benya me dan mi ni bi but and the youth of today omu hia advice inti mo bu oman no mo mfa afutuo so nye den enka homa wo mo no mo hu sedia wo mo be ye o mo be didi obi kwa ha na ha no wafa wuba unnecessary spending na wo wia wa baba makura na nkrofo enfo mo dan renti wo dwen se ebia agro no nso mo ayedin o mo form ho.
Can put chaos and conflict on people. You can also share your comments under the comment section. Anything that you really want to say, please feel free and say it. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that anytime I drop a video, you'll be the first person to watch. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you another time.